attention around the world, and that music can actually captivate the attentions of the global community and the whole world, and make others to also come to benefit from this culture of Cameroon and Northwest in particular. So that was his great vision, and actually, it's a vision that we here at GWIN shared so greatly. I'm so happy. My king is back. My king, can you hear me, sir?
I am getting you, Mike. I'm
Thank
getting
you,
you five
thank
and
you,
five.
thank you. I am very sorry. I realized that there are a lot of technical issues here. Even on my side, I can see that people are trying to join on Zoom, and it keep kicking some of them off. So I don't know why that's happening. But notwithstanding, I am happy you are here. I was actually trying to give some highlight about your vision, because I don't know how it's gonna end up. But with that said, I just want to give you the floor so I can share a vision. I don't know and all that. It might not be things might not go the way we have planned, but I believe whatever you share, and those that are not able to make it on Zoom or so, they will come on even after, and they'll be able to see what you are doing, and they'll be able to see your vision, and by so doing, whatever thing that they have and whatever support that they have, they can channel to you. Actually, after this show, we will give your contacts out there and all that. So thank you, Mr. Mike. You have the mic.
Yeah, Mike, as I was saying a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
sorry for the technical hitches that we are getting at the moment.
Yeah.
Once we have power failure here, everything goes dark and we cannot actually
Mm-hmm.
get indicated. Just 2 weeks ago, I had a concert here, and the main aim behind that concert was to see in which way I can blend modern traditional instruments with the modern ones. So it is a project ongoing, and as an anthropologist, your laboratory of investigation is your own personal culture, and there is no other place I can investigate or can carry out what is in me without going back to my laboratory, which is the home culture, and that is virtually where I grew up. I spent 3 quarters of my life. I know most traditional dance is there, and the young dance here in the world, I actually initiated it. So I'm looking for a way where I can bring kids in to benefit from what I did gain while back in the village and somewhere else. Yeah. So as you can see from that video
Mm-hmm.
that you are playing, it actually indicates the line of action, my
Right.
line of action. Yes. And there are some others that are still to come. To me, I believe the best way of rewarding where you grew up is giving back to them.
Right.
And at times, we lack the means. We actually have the talent, but we lack the means to carry these visions through.
Right.
So, and that is why I initiated this project. And I want to thank those who have already indicated and those who have already assisted me. I have certain instruments that I've already acquired with what the assistance that have been given so far.
So thank you so much, Mr. Mike, for that. That is wonderful. So far, as far as this program is concerned that you started, so how far have you gone with the realization of this project? Have you been able to, raise anything reasonable that you think that at this point, you can go ahead with this project? And also, if I may ask, what does it take to come out with a project like this vision that you have? What does it take to realize such a vision?
For any project that you want, you must carry out visibility. Are there visibility studies?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the site available? Let's say the locations, are they available? Do you have the resource persons? And the primary resource person is you initiating it.
Right.
a seasoned pedagogue of my caliber, I know that I can carry that out. I have the technique. The technique is in me. The talent is in me.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the first credit that I have. And then the charisma, the belief, and then the courage to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that is the first thing. And now coming back to other things. For
Right.
example, the teaching of the tongue language, for example.
Right.
You know Mike, that my mom, they used to call my mom Nanga. She's there, she's really available to help the kids. You know, she's taught class one for her entire career, and they translated the Com Bible and things like that.
Okay, Mr. Mike, without any hesitation, before we continue, I can see Simon, Mr. Simon Nyongo, is here with us. Mr. Simon, how are you doing today, sir? I'm happy to know that you are there, and sorry for all the inconveniences and the challenges we face trying to, you know, join. So, but I'm happy you are finally here. I know that some of us actually have sacrificed our time at work and all that, and we want to join. So, without any hesitation, I don't know if you have any word or so of appreciation for Mr. Mike and all that. Mr. Mike is here with us, and we have Mr. Simon here with us. Mr. Simon, you are welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
Mm-hmm. So, Mr. Simon, any word for Mr. Mike, our great artist, my king, the very, I think you've listened to some of his wonderful music, wonderful songs, and they are so rich in culture. My greetings to Madam. And so, when you listen to this music, especially songs from our own artists coming from our own culture, how do you feel about them? It seems okay. Uh, are you able to speak now, Mr. Simon? Okay. It seems
Yes, bro, I can talk.
okay, good then. Go ahead.
Uh, I don't know what I can actually say for now, but we all started this everybody in the house,
Mm-hmm.
or is the main artist A, or what? Because when I look at the participants, I think I am seeing just two. I think it's only Emmanuel, you and I. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, perfect. We have a few. Some people have joined, and actually there were some difficulties. Some have dropped off, and some people couldn't make it because actually there was an event yesterday. So some people have just sent in their support, and they were not able to make it in the program. But I actually appreciate and all that. So, notwithstanding, uh, this is already a very good number so far, and I'm happy that you are here. Even if you are the only one here, will still be great. I am happy, Mr. Simon. Thank you. So, any word for our great artist, and greetings to Madam. Madam, good afternoon. You're welcome to the program. Thank you so much.
Greetings to Madam.
So, Mr. Simon, if you don't have something to say now, why preparing whatever you have to say, a word from Mr. Mike, I can bring him while he continues to give us a vision and so.
Yeah, truly, maybe you have to listen to him, his vision.
Okay.
Maybe motivate you to go an extra mile.
All right.
You know what?
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon, for that. I'm happy you are there. Mr. Mike, I'm sorry, and back to you, sir. Thank you so much for your patience and to sacrificing this time, to come and share, with us, and also your vision with us, which is a vision that we here at GWIN greatly admire. We greatly, buy into the vision. So, Mr. Mike, you were talking about culture, and all that. So, yeah, just to continue, can you just continue?
Thank you, Mike. This is a program that you yourself initiated,
Yeah.
and with Gwintv, we are going to expand this program, which is actually on the language, become language and become music.
Right.
There are so many traditional dances in Com that will need to transport them and then bring them to some modern form.
Right.
Not modern form in a way that we want to discard what we have, but another way of preserving culture.
Perfect.
Preserving and then transmitting. Because we can only talk about tradition if there is transmission. If there is no transmission from one generation to another, then we cannot talk about tradition. Because tradition in itself means transmission. And then if you look at our children today, you know that most of them are imagizers. They are not verbalizers.
Right.
They like to see. So what will they see? You have a child in the house, in school, she knows nothing or he knows nothing. But when you sing it, he or she captures faster.
Right.
So putting all this in images and in sound will help a long way in these modern times to preserve and to transmit that culture. I think I'm not the first to be doing this. Other artists are doing it, and other people are equally doing it. So that is the vision, and that's why I'm so happy that you've invited me to this program so that we can talk about it.
So far, Mr. Mike, so at this level, at what level or at what stage can you say that you are, what stage are you?
At this particular moment, I am the stage of acquiring the instruments that I need.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
That
thank
is
you so
where
much.
I am.
That is what I wanted to hear. Our fellow listener, thank you for joining wherever you're joining. And actually, this is why we are here. It's a great vision, a great vision. Like we have all heard from my king himself, our great artist. He has a great vision, which is to promote our culture, to make our culture known. And, we have seen it in his music. The way that he displayed the culture, in such a way that I see this with Nigerians. For instance, Nigerians who play their music in such a way that they play their music, they use their tongue, their mother tongue, in such a way that even a foreigner will sing the music, though not getting what is saying in the music, but he will like the music, the way that they display the culture and all that. So they sell their culture, they make other people attractive to their culture. And I think this is something so great, and this is a great initiative for you, that you have taken, Mr. Mike, and we actually appreciate you. And before we continue with the program, I would want to, play a great sound here by my king. This one is titled Sija Sija with our listeners. As you listen to this music, this is a great one by my king, and actually you will see great culture in his music. So So thank you, Mr. Mike, and thank you. I think that's a beautiful one. Gradually, take it gradually, the way that God wants it. That is a beautiful one. And when I look at your musics are not just kind of ordinary musics. Your music has a great message, message to the people. So I think this is something, an element that is so in your music that I actually admire. So how do you come about this? How do you do this? Because I know it's actually difficult to come up with things like this, and not just music, but music that have a message to the people, music that have something to the people. So how do you do this, Mr. Mike?
Thank you very much for that question, Mike. The background that you grew up in gives you the foundation on what you have to learn and what you have to transmit.
Right.
And then the conditions that you've gone through in life, they equally push you to certain things.
Yeah, Mr. Mike, please just make sure that you balance your camera, because it seems you turn upside, and so yeah.
Yeah, those things inspire you. When you look at your life and then you discover that there are some friends who are ahead of you, you are like having pressure, family pressure. Everybody is going where you are still lagging behind.
Right.
But it is your turn to tell yourself that, like the other person sang, I think is mes amis sont tous passés, ils sont tous passés. Moi, je suis resté derrière. But life is not a race. And you don't need to fold your arms, but you have to continue working. These 5 fingers are not the same. The fact that the other is ahead doesn't mean that you shall not arrive. Because that is what breeds jealousy. And I think it is a great message that I inherited from family, particularly from my dad. Because that was his song, any day, anytime. Bit by bit, little by little.
That's so wonderful. That's so wonderful. And this is so wonderful. So I can see I have Juan, Tassa, and George online. So before we continue, Mr. George and Juan, Tassa, you are heartily welcome to the program. Should in case you have a word from Mr. Mike, actually we are here, and in fact, I will give you the floor if you are ready to. So there are other people that are trying to join. I can see that there is Manuel, there is others. So yeah, all that are joining, you are welcome to the program. All those joining, you are welcome to the program. Manuel, welcome back. And so Mr. Mike was just from sharing his vision, and it's a great vision. It's a great vision, and so I know a lot of people are facing challenges joining. So let me see. Mr. Simon, do you want to offer a word? Are you in a better position now? If not, I don't mind. I can bring in Mr. Afu King if he is in a position where he can give a word for us, especially as far as these days concerned. And my king is concerned, I know he knows better, and he will have something to say. This is something, he must have something to say. This is not an option. I know he must have something to say. I don't know if he's in a better position, but why we wait, I would play this beautiful one. It talks about So my king songs range not only from culture, so they go far to religion. So when you listen to his songs, you are touched in one way or the other, be it spiritual or socially and culturally. And this is something, trying to blend them out. Something I would say is a kind of a three-dimensional way of approach to music, and this is something great. So without any hesitation, let us listen to this beautiful one. And as we listen, I would surely give the floor to Mr. Simon or Mr. Afuking if he's ready to come on live the program.
Hello, Mike. Monsieur Mike.
Mr. Simon, you are very welcome to the program again once more. Thank you, sir. And I think you are in a better position now, so I will bring you live to, I'm here.
Yeah. I just have a few words like to say.
Mm-hmm.
So without music, there is no life. Music is life.
Mm-hmm.
So we, when I hear of an artist, I just feel so motivated because I quite remember in those days when I used to sit and I say, let me sing a music. Whatever thing I want to sing is just something that somebody must have sung. So when I open my mouth and I want to sing, anything I want to say is, oh, somebody must have sung this thing. So it's really a talent that we need to appreciate, especially from Pop. I know my king. Maybe he may not know me that much. We are from the same quarter, something like that. So it's a really great pleasure to know he's doing what he's doing and he's progressing.
Th- Thank you so much, Mr. Simon.
And so I am and my wife and myself will be supporting my current $50.
Mm-hmm.
So I, I don't know if you are the one collecting, but that is what we're gonna do.
Right. So you can forward it on WhatsApp, and once that is done, my king will be sure to receive that, and definitely you will receive a word from him, because whosoever forward anything to me, I definitely forward it to him, and your name, and also possibly your number. He might have a special message to you and all that, and that is something so great. Mr. Simon, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. I'm so grateful. Mr. Mike, do you have anything for Mr. Simon? I can see that he's busy, so I actually appreciate his time coming to join us, sacrificing a lot of things. I know it's not easy, but brother, I thank you for this. You are so wonderful. Mr. Mike,
Yeah, Mike. It's a long time I've not seen Simon,
right.
and you just made mention that we are from the same quarter, and that is very, very encouraging. I just want to say thank you, brother. I am in a voiceover. When you're not action, you see it in action, you will not be told. Because I will be on Gwintv most of the time. You can think I have a program that I have to develop, a content that I have to develop with Mike, and then we will work on that. And the other thing that you said, that when you were growing up, you used to think that anything that you compose, some other person must have sang it also, of course. Because in composition, just like as in research, we have been told what is new that you are adding to what it already exists. Because you might never be original 100%, but what is the new thing that you are bringing? And I think that's the first thing first way. So I want to thank you very much. It goes straight into the heart, not because we are from the same quarter, but because of the appreciation. One of the things that I say is, don't promote me because I am your brother or because I'm your sister. Promote me because you like what I do. Because I know people who have bought CDs, who have bought cassettes, and have never played them. And if you have to play those music and you push something which is not good, I think it will not be, it will not sound fine well in the music world. We equally need not just the money, but the music. What is it that is lacking in our music? What is it that is lacking in us as persons? And that is another way of promoting an artist and then pushing the artist to the limelight. Because you might give me money, it might not look good in appearance or branding or selling myself in the public. What we post on Facebook, we equally need comments, we equally need corrections and stuff like that. So Simon, God bless. I am so much grateful. My regards to your wife. God bless.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon. Thank you once more, brother. In fact, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so glad. Like I always said, it is the responsibility of every goodwill individual to promote and defend what is good. And I'm so proud because, especially my brothers out here, we haven't abandoned the culture that we grow in, and I believe that those lessons that were being inculcated in us when we were still kids is still there, and that is something great. I thank you, Mr. Simon. So, Mr. Mike, I know there are other people that may want to say a word before I come back to you. Let me see. Mr. Emmanuel, I'm sorry that you were cut off. So, are you ready now to continue? Why? So I can give you the floor.
Okay, Baba. Yeah, like I started before I know I was speaking English, but I'm not just comfortable because this is cultural thing and I'm enjoying it because I love our dialect, our mother tongue, like how mom used to teach us.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Sounds about Baba Mum for you, Sylvia. In years, long time, every day is in year. Some fuels are reminders now, not color, just what I don't have yet. I'm to deal block. Now, last other in the game. 1 year is not fuel, that's space I know. So, the point of now, no law or reminders. On the Nasa, one of nothing young, master leaving Japan. As the list no now, female swap, as not back in us, alias fountain, as this fountain. So, years now, as much as part of the Cameroons, as part of Fratching to know. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you, and also I give you a hand of applause and thank you for your support. Emmanuel sending his support. $50. $50. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. I highly appreciate. I highly, in fact, I thank you for your time, your sacrifice. I know what it takes, especially out here to sacrifice a time like this to share a moment with your bro. I think this is more than just about my king. It's a kind of a gathering, where we get to know ourselves better and also to connect, to make that connection between being out there to hustle and home. And this is so wonderful. I thank you all. Thank you. And so, Mr. Mike, if you have any other thing to say, I think I was trying to bring it Alpha King, but unfortunately it seems he's gone out the Zoom call. I can see that there is Aita now. If you are in a position that you can, join us live, and if you have a word for us, especially a word of encouragement, whatever, whether you want to encourage this, You know, it's highly appreciated. And Mr. George, you are welcome to the program. So, and all those watching on Facebook, we highly acknowledge your presence. We thank you for joining. We thank you for taking this time to be here with us, exploring this wonderful event. This one is extraordinary, and we appreciate your time. So, before we come back, I would, play this song of Mr. Mike. You know, this one will be video. We'll just have to listen because there is no, audio. We don't have the video of it. I know that many just know about. Okay. Before I continue, thank you, Aitanom, for joining. Thank you for honoring this invitation. You are welcome to the program.
I don't know. Thank you, Mike. I want to say thank you to everyone who's on this Zoom call. Yeah, I'm looking a bit haggard. I have not been well, but then I really appreciate actually Emmanuel, who just spoke a while ago, reiterated the fact that we should like go traditional. In just
Right.
basic tangi from an elfily I wanna kakininas and akasik fatal kill wating I wonder a masiana wind double ye te come ilani bangi chunomatin ye afraid I will one anya lama wind down something crazy tangy common quest tangy tanginas. But I'm a wall of me, I'm casing that near us, Nakasik Fata. It was a Mufana, you want I might me. I was to talk about that. It was in young way, but my two now, because I wind up top. Takangana Kasabu, because I learn junk, because I learn chum, because I learn at singing, because I learn. So, Mumu come, I will bra, or my asthma trust ring, why ain't I mukumbi? So, they say language is the vehicle of our culture. So right. If we can garner support, we can rally behind him and then make these things to work, then we are really going to put our culture at the forefront. The languages suffer death. Right. Yeah, if we do some language study, we find out some languages suffer death. So it's something for us all to, really work at it and I'm grateful to all of you who have been, we are down, we are on the ground.
Thank you.
We're there in Douala for the launch. And so thank you so much, Mike, for what you are doing for hosting this program. Thank you, everyone, for contributing in the way you have done.
In fact, and special thank you to Mr. Mike. Special to Mr. Mike because I bombarded the line. The reason why we sometimes try to speak this language that we don't even know how to speak like this is because sometimes, we think it's not only us, the computer are here, so we want to make everybody feel at home, and that is important. But notwithstanding, I would bear witness with what you've just said. Yes. Yeah, actually, we don't know. It's not our language, and that is not a crime because no white man can't speak our own mother tongue, and that is something that we should be proud of. I have seen this is a problem, especially in our culture. There are people that they cannot express themselves because they are afraid that they will be criticized or they will be laughed at, and that is a problem. We need to encourage ourselves. We need to be proud of who we are. Because it is not easy. This is not our language. We've learned and we are able. Some of us speak better than some of the people that actually is theirs. Like out here, you will bear witness with that. That when you meet, especially a white that hasn't gone to school to a certain level, when he speaks, you can't even get. In fact, you're wondering like, is he speaking but English or something else? And that's something, that's something that we have and we got to be proud of. Especially our own mother tongue. So we don't know, we learn and we do our best and we speak and they understand us, they can speak us. So we are more better than them. That's something we are proud of. So thank you. And also to reiterate what Emma said, I remember Mr. Mike, when I came here, especially in the US, it is when I actually learned that culture means a lot. For you to be able to have somebody that you can talk with and the person understand is something so great. That is something that we don't some of us we have it but we don't value it. So in fact, a young name Mr. That's something great I'm proud of, especially when I find myself in the midst of us that we can speak like this. Ni mama sangla jung ayong no sangang. So, without for us to continue, I would give a word, especially on our own behalf, on behalf of GWIN, hosting this program on my own behalf, to appreciate what Mr. Mike King, the very, very is doing. He's doing something so great. It's something that some of us, didn't have, or it's not even having the opportunity that we can do that. We don't have that opportunity to do that. So it's a great privilege that is given to us because he's representing us, he's selling our culture, he's selling us, he's making the world to know about us, and that's something so good, something I'm proud of. And to say the least, I can do. In fact, I don't know what I can do that will mean anything. In fact, there's nothing that I can offer that can amount to anything as compared to what he's doing. So, being here today on the behalf of GWIN and on my own behalf, so I would be, supporting Mr. Mike in his great project so that he can be able to train the junior ones and continue to inspire the junior ones as he has been doing. I would support this great project with a sum of $100, and that is just the beginning. That is not to say that that is the end. That is just the beginning. This is what I'm gonna do on my own behalf and the behalf of GWIN. And I know that many people still, do not know GWIN. It has been there for almost 2 years, but it's just because, But now I'm actually, beefing up things, and in the soonest time, we will have more programs like this, and we'll be able to, have more events like this where we can come together, share our culture, learn about ourselves, and learn from one another, and also promote, and encourage one another, because I believe this is the only way we can do it together. So, Mr. Mike, as a sign of appreciation, this is what I have for you. Added to those that have already sent in their support, Emmanuel, I thank you. Simon, I thank you. Williams, why Mo, who is not here, I thank you. Lauren Gong, who have sent in his support, I thank you all, and I pray that we should continue with this spirit and keep supporting our own. Thank you all. So, Mr. Mike, you have the floor. I know very soon we'll be calling quit this program, and I know few people haven't still said a word. I will be giving the floor to each and every individual that want to say one thing or the other, and then we have just about 30 minutes, and this program will be done. I know we'll have forsaken or let go one or two things to be here, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. I can see that Mr. Tejo is there. Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Mike, please check the waiting room. There are people waiting to enter.
Oh, thank you so much. I haven't. Let me see. Let me see. Sorry that I am the technician and everything at the same time, so sometimes it's actually challenging, but we've got to do this to make it work. So I don't think there's anybody at this moment. I haven't seen anybody so far. Maybe they have joined already. Okay. Thank you so much, Aitanam, for that. Mr. Simon, thank you. Tadio King, you are welcome to the program, sir. Do you have a word for our dear brother, fellow artist, a great artist, Mike King, the very, very in the house? If so, I can bring you on. I can see Mike King is already on the mode, and he wants to make some displays, and he has always, how talented he is, and how he do his things. He does his thing. He is a master of his own art, and in fact, without any hesitation, if there's nobody, I will give the floor to Mike King, and he will, make our body, Mr. Mike. I think you have the floor, sir. Thank you so much. In fact, why you give you the floor? Thank you. That was a wonderful one. That was a beautiful one. In fact, that is so wonderful, marvelous. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was so wonderful. This is what I'm talking about. Great talent, my people. This is what I'm talking about. Huh? This is what I'm talking about. Great talent. Oh my God. Mr. Matt, did you see that one? Oh my God.
Well, the quality here, I don't know why, but I could understand everything on it.
This is so wonderful. This is so wonderful. This is so wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Mike. We appreciate this. This is so wonderful, and this is it. This is what we are talking about. This is our culture. This is our culture to be proud of. Eh? This is our culture.
Can you get me?
I can hear you so well.
Yeah, that was a song actually composed on the youthful life. What are the stages that leads us to come to marriage? I will just pray if you can play the full video. What are the stages? So because there in that particular video, we are going to portray one particular aspect.
Perfect.
Because if you look at the tank, okay, some mala to go away. So I live to the Nafi, mom's and Jamaz. I will Malay some may not be. I will gain users now. But you have boy and I never tank kitchen.
Wonderful.
Makana
Wonderful.
hote mani
Wonderful.
masa nye biko nanka biko Facebook live ekono bon aslimu di ma kra ma e like
Again, wasn't that when we come out to I in fact let us acknowledge the presence of Mr. Clovis Fongwe. You are welcome to the program. That the Gajung sa program of Baba. Before we continue, why you see mana? Let me see. It seems that is muted and okay. Maybe why is my Baba? Gajung sa program o Gajung Sando. Welcome to the program. Okay.
Play. Pause.
Okay. Mr. Mike, continue. Mr. Tam, you are welcome to the program, sir. I can see that you need a volume. This volume. Okay, Mr. Mike. Sorry about that. I think there are some difficulties. Why that should maybe figure out why he's figuring out things.
Mike, as I was saying, those are things that we neglected. And even though we talked about cultural dynamism, we need to preserve what we have. Children can begin to read, they can begin to see exactly how things were done.
Right.
We cannot actually portray them in their entirety because of the way the Cameroon artist landscape is. There are no promoters. And if you want to put in exactly what obtained, as we see in Nigerian movies or Nigerian clips, it will entail a lot of finances.
Definitely. In fact, you will hardly see that at this time. By this time, I can't to see. Mankawi no mana kina get on the dinner as if I can imagine. Yeah, enjoy yum jiki de. One can jiki de. I'm sure my vavuna kia, but if you ask me what it is, honestly, I can't say what it is. Absolutely. I don't know. So you can imagine.
So jiki de, send where we know.
Huh?
My trying to say now on Facebook Live to share, man. Facebook Live on my
GWINTV. That's what you should search, or you should go on my timeline and then go and you see that. That is where it is. Thank you. Mr. Mike, sorry for that interruption, sir.
So, so when I'm
it to what is
why
what
album I think you when the way we look at those
we're going to do. Choosing the patch placement correctly is important.
You realize if you ask me those questions, I cannot answer.
Those are the kind of things that we need to we are struggling to bring back. We might not have them, we can put them in images for our children to see what used to obtain.
Perfect.
So that is it. We might not forcefully because have them or promote them, but when somebody has the opportunity to do so, let the person do so. Because I think my daughter is getting time tomorrow. I think I would like to portray it the way I know it. I will give for football, or give me the energy, a gallon. One thing to something again. In a boson again, in Gelo, is a way to flow. Our chair be low.
That is it. Before you continue, Mr. Mike, let me see. Juntam joined and disappeared. So thank you all, thank you for your patience as we continue with the program. Our fellow brother, great artist, Mike King, very is giving us some background about our culture and all that, and that is something so great, something that we greatly admire, something that we loved, and something that is missing. And I think this is something wonderful. I have people here with us. This particular event today is a great one, and it's an extraordinary one, like known before. We are here to support and to encourage one another, especially our fellow brother Mike King, in his vision, where he wants to build a musical academy where he can train the younger generation. He has been doing great so far, inspiring the younger generation to to learn our culture and to retain our culture and to transfer that culture down to the next generation. That is something so great, something to upload and to thank him for. It's something great. That's something that some of us are not able, but he's doing it. Not only doing it, but doing it through music. I remember a great philosopher, Plato. He talks about. I wrote a brief article where he's talking about music, and he talks about love, he talks about beauty and also goodness. And he says, in a touch of love, everybody becomes a pure musician. And that's something great. You need to understand how beautiful and music is. Music is something that actually, I don't know, it makes the heart, grow fonder, like I said, especially when love is involved, as like the song that he just sang there and the display with the great dance and the cultural dance. That was so wonderful. King to give a basic and all that is also in relation to culture and traditional weaving and all that. That's something beautiful, something that we need to encourage and to promote. King to give a basic so about marriage and love. And that is something great. So, when somebody is touched by love, what happens? He becomes a musician. What does that mean? In fact, love and music, it makes the heart grow fonder and more beautiful because it blends the things. It makes you, you feel life in it fullness. So music is something so beautiful. So Mike King is doing great to promote our culture, not just anyhow, but in music and in all aspects, bringing all those elements, not just singing music, but singing music that have a message and all that, and his vision to continue to train the younger generation. This is something that is so great. That's why we have taken upon ourselves the initiative, especially here at GWIN, to make the world know about what you are doing. And that is why I thank all of you that have joined, we thank you so much for being part of this project, and as you are joining, we pray that as you join, whatever way that you see it fit, that you can push this project of our Mr. Mike. It's not his project, it's our project, to the next level, be it by word of encouragement, in whatever way, be it by a musical instrument. That is something great. That's why we here at JWIM, we knew that we could not buy an instrument because it's so expensive, but we have offered to support with a sum of $100, believing that with the whole host of these people that we are having, in fact, it's a big family. We can, if we join our hands together, we can build, we can build a mansion. And I don't think we will be unable to make this happen if we join our hands together. So I thank you all. Sometimes it's not what you have, but just a word. Sometimes, like they say in Thailand, "Gejung, nunchuofo, gejung." I don't know if I'm saying it right because this thing Gejung so yeah, so a word Gejung Ninchuofo. So just a word, you understand, can encourage someone to go an extra mile. So please, brothers, as we watch, please don't forget to come out and even a word for Mr. Mike. He will be very grateful. He will be happy. And bear with me, he is so happy that you have sacrificed this moment, this time, which you could have been doing something. Some of you at work, I can see that. And you have given this time for us. Thank you so much. Mr. Mike, thank you. So you can continue. We are talking about the traditional wedding and why certain things have been done in a certain manner and why you would want in a certain manner, and that we need to ask questions, Mr. Mike. So I think that's so wonderful. In fact, I thank you come to the base, na be wokum jikide because I jikide. I don't know, even me, I cannot say what it is, and that is a big shame, Mr. Tam.
Yes, sir. I'm present.
You're welcome to the program, sir. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So, without any hesitation, I'm happy that you are here. I've been waiting for you ever since, but thank God you've made it here. So we started with the program, and my king has been here. He has displayed so wonderful. You miss it, man, because you are coming late. Oh, I'm sorry.
I've been following him up. I don't think I've missed anything.
Oh, you've been following up, but
I've always been following him up.
Oh, that's good. So thank you for joining. So my king was talking about the word and also with his vision. Just to give a highlight, he has a vision of building a great academy where he can promote our culture by teaching the young generations, to inherit those aspects of our culture that seems to be forgotten or that seems to be missing, and he also wants to promote this through music, and that is why today this is a special event, just to shout out for what he's doing and also to encourage him with a word in whatever way. In fact, buying a musical instrument or building an academy, that would be still great, but whatever we can do, that's why we at GWI, in our own level, we say that we would give a support of $100 for this great project. So I don't know what word of encouragement and what you have for our great artist, my king. And if you are not prepared, I will play a very beautiful song while you get yourself prepared and come up and rehearse. And I know you know what I'm talking about.
I will check my pocket when you play the music, then I'll come back.
Thank you so much. In fact, this beautiful one is for you. This one is with the title Sija gradually Sija can I sing away me. Ayong. Yeah. Before I get that, so Mr. Mike, I'm so happy you are here. Thank you so much. Please, can somebody mute themselves? If possible, there is some noise coming from Zoom. I think so.
Big man, big trouble. Small man, small trouble.
Okay.
Bispo no ten, di sorta con belle.
suffer from belly aching. You no get same where you want, like the one you get. Happiness, that will happen. No be for face, every my until our hearts rest in Him, we can't have any peace. Tout le monde qui a problème, il y a qu'on a bêti. Tout le monde chaque jour dans nos grosses voitures, avec le bel nana dans le boîte de nuit. Quand c'est champagne, alors qu'ils ont problème,
Thank you all. Thank you all for your patience and thank you for being there. Okay, Mr. Ma, thank you so much, bro. Thank you for wonderful support and your time. Mr. Mike, you are welcome. It seems Mr. Tam is still preparing to come. While we wait for him, Mr. Mike, please, you have the floor. You can continue. And also, I will beg those that are watching from YouTube to please mute themselves or at least lower their volume because I think there's some noise coming at the background, which is not actually the best. Thank you.
Okay, Mike, thanks. I wish to thank Emmanuel and to say congratulations to him once more. And I wish him a very happy life in matrimony. I'd like to thank all those who've been there for me. And I just wish that we remain together and then see how we can share the vision together. When I look at it at one moment, I want to be frightened, but when you have people behind you with their moral support and financial support, you don't move, you don't have to get big at any moment. Because it is actually what the phone says the mouth to lose. It's actually big, and then at times I'm afraid if this little me cannot carry that. But when I get such words of encouragement coming from brothers and friends, I am like, wow, this thing is going to see the light of the day. So,
thank you for that beautiful one. Yeah.
Then with G-Win, I know the other day behind the camera you were telling me about a cultural program that we can initiate. That is already another medium where we are going to express these ideas. And that is already a win. I can say like that. Other people like Noah Bong with Mike, all of you are mics. Right. It's a mic kind of a thing, engaging culture. So with Dr. Victor, with the Kingdom vibes, playing only core music, I think with all these bodies, we can be able to lead this program. Why one is doing it physically, at one moment we go virtual and see what we can say, what we can do in order to keep the flame of the com culture still flowing.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mike. I think so far, like I said, GWIN TV is a Goodwill Initiative TV. So it's actually, I know many people don't know about it, but there is a time will come when people will get to actually know more about GWIN TV. It's actually Goodwill Initiative Network. It's a network where it is meant to connect people of goodwill, people that have a heart for humanity, people that have a vision that can be able to make a world a better place than what we made it. So I think that is our goal at the Goodwill Initiative, and we are so thrilled and happy to have you, and we are proud of people like you. And at any point, any day, know that we are together, and we will only get better. This is what I can tell anyone that is watching. GWIN TV is TV, and it will live from what it is to satellite. And bear with me, our culture will be known. There is a lot that we need to do, and there is a lot that we are already doing, and I appreciate what you are doing. And with that said, Mr. Tom, thank you so much, sir, for being there, and thanks for your patience. I know it's been a busy time. I'm sure you most likely traveled yesterday, and I think I understood when I was unable to see you, but I'm happy finally you've made it here. So I will give you the floor. You know, yes, thank you. In fact, you have the floor on the mic, sir. Oh, I think you are muted. You are muted. Check that, please, to make sure that you are there. I know. Yeah. Are you? So how is that now?
Is it better now?
It's perfect, sir. Good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I love the TV. The Goodwill Initiative Networking. That's the best name I've ever heard out here. I want to appreciate our famous artist. I am proud of his achievement. I am proud of you, sir. I've been following you from when I knew my name. So it's just a privilege to come to a position where you are giving us the platform to even sit on the same table with you. I really do appreciate that. For those who might not know me, my name is Jude. Jude Tam. I'm based out here in Minnesota, and I am a comedian. I'm an MC. That is self-proclaimed comedian.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. In fact, I am so proud of you.
I'm a self-proclaimed comedian. I MC, I anchor weddings, parties, however you call it. I am present. I earn my paycheck by trying to manage databases as an IT engineer. We run a course out here in Minnesota called database administration. If anybody ever wants to venture into the IT field, I can definitely direct you to that part. Enough about myself. I mean, I when Michael proposed this to me, I thought like, damn, this is my mentor, you know. This is somebody I can look up to. I've been listening to him over years. I've watched him perform on stages. Long story short, I spent about the best of my youth in Ghana, and that's where our artist is based. And I've seen him in different several occasions in churches performing, and just to see him persist till this end, it's a great thing to admire and to emulate. Long story short, I will support the project with 50,000 CFA.
So my goodness. This is not what I'm talking about. Can somebody shout out to Mr. Tam? Thank you.
Not the best time of the year, but that's what we can afford for now. We are not going to leave you hanging. We'll continue supporting you as time goes on. I'm actually setting up a studio for my younger one who is trying to become an artist as well in Douala. When that happens, I'll also connect you. So you guys can collaborate and do something too. His name is actually Randy. So everything is on the ground. We are still cooking. We've just planted a seed, and the moment it germinates, we'll come back and we'll host something. Thank you. That's a little bit from my end. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Antam. Thank you. In fact, this is wonderful, and as you see, Mr. Antam, he's a brother, he's a friend. In fact, he's a family. He's a great guy that I would at any time, every day. In fact, he's the next person that you ask me here in Minnesota. You don't hear from him, then you don't know I'm not in Minnesota. He's a great guy, and Mr. Antam, I thank you so much for honoring this invitation, and thank you for this wonderful support that you've given to our brand. Also, thank you for the great initiative that you have taken to build a great studio, which is something that will not only benefit us, in fact, will benefit the world at large, in order to promote our culture. And so I am so proud. In fact, Mr. Mike, we are so grateful. We thank you. And like Tam said, it is because of you that we're able to have a platform like this, to have a moment like this, to discuss, to talk culture and other things. And we are so happy. And if you have a word for Mr. Jude, okay, that would be great. You have the floor. But if not, I will look forward here to see if there's anybody that has a word. And before we continue, and
I will certainly have a word for Jude, Mr. Clean. I am so much grateful, and I want to thank you very much. You know, this thing started with innocence at a very low level. We started building it gradually. I think my very first concert, Innocent played a very big role. And it has reached this point, and new people are like moving it to another level. So I will always say thank you. I remember a day you wrote on Facebook, I need to bless some person today. If you wonder I should bless you, put up your hand. And I discovered my phone rang after that. He said,
oh, is this not something? In fact, oh my God, can somebody shout? I feel like shouting hallelujah. You know, this is so great. Congrats. In fact, thank you, bro. You see, you've been doing great. You've been impacting. In fact, this is wonderful.
So thank you very much. That has never left my memory till date. So thank you. I am most humble. I want to say God bless. And with the studio, I know I'm here, we end up here always together. And I think with time, I will get to discover where the studio is built, and then we'll get to know how it functions. And I will try to see how we can move it forward. Thanks a lot. I am most humble. God bless.
So thank you, Mr. Antam. I think you've listened to some of his music. I even personally listened to some of his music. When you listen to those music, how did you feel about them? And is there a particular thing or word or recommendation that you can give to Mr. Mike, our very own Mr. Mike? What can you say as far as those musics you listen to are concerned?
From my end and my little experience, I would just say keep doing what you're doing, and expect people to talk about you. If somebody doesn't talk down about you, trust me, you are not yet closer to your blessing. I mean, when I say somebody, I'm not talking about people outside your cycle. These people that you're talking to now, these will be the same people that will criticize you. And if they don't criticize you, it means your blessing is not yet there. The moment we start criticizing you, know you are doing something. The moment we start criticizing you, do not try to fight back. Do not try to stop us from criticizing. There's no blessings without a challenge. There's no blessing without a challenge. That is the first thing I would like to throw out there. I have noticed that people stop their blessings by trying to fight back. The moment somebody talks about you and talking badly, talking in a negative way, talking to demoralize you, know that you're doing something positive. The moment everybody starts praising you, be careful. you need to change your environment. If you are in an uncomfortable situation, just know there's a blessing behind that. Keep doing what you're doing. The videos are good. I've seen how you're exposing the community, the culture. I mean, when we watched those, Michael sent me a lot of your songs, and when I was listening to them, I could relate back home. There are a lot of things that you guys are bringing back up to the social media that we start seeing, and we're like, oh wow, this is really impressive. The younger ones are there. A lot of them have been calling me as well, and calling some of us here that we should support. And my hope is that you guys can, exactly though you guys back home, that also support those ones, just motivate them, bring them up on a social platform like this. Just talk one-on-one. Just talk about music, what inspired them. The moment we see things like that you guys are doing, it motivates us over here. Now we are sweeping people's floors, we are wiping people, we are bathing older people just to feed ourselves. When we see things like that on social media, those are the things that motivate us to support you guys. The moment we are supporting you guys, and all you guys do is sing a video, shoot a video song, and then you put online, that doesn't actually support us to support you guys. The moment you guys encourage those kids, the moment you guys do things like visiting the charity home, the homeless homes, and things like that, those are the things that actually motivate us to support you guys. We want to push somebody who will portray the life that we want to see back home. The moment we see you living that life, everybody will fall over, everybody will put their hand into their pocket and try to support you. But when we support who we want to lead us, and the person just shoot a video and that's it, we don't hear from the person again, it kind of demoralizes us. So please keep doing what you're doing. We really appreciate you. Just know that you are going to receive some backflies from us again, from this crew, and the social media as well. My prayer is that you should not try to fight them back, but pick any little thing and learn from it. There's nobody that's ever old to learn. And that's something I learned very, very fast when I came over here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the platform, Mike, and the artists, our artists, and the viewers. I really appreciate your presence.
Thank you so much.
I'll be launching my YouTube as well. So please, you guys, when I stood it out there, follow, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tam. That is a beautiful one, and I have taken a few things. When you are criticized, you should not fight back, and you should learn from those criticisms. That is so powerful, especially when they are negative. And also, okay, Mr. Mike, yep.
Yeah, I would like to thank the Jude to those words. Remember, Jude, I started off with, I'm not defending myself, bro. Don't say I'm not accepting this. I'm not defending myself.
Absolutely.
With Boyo Talent Show, and we made a show and Jenny from sensitizing people against the consumption of spiked whiskey. If you listen to that song very well, there's a statement in French. Si vous avez peur de critiques, mon ami, ne fais rien, ne dis rien, et tu seras bien. So it is something that people are afraid of. And I'm not afraid of criticism because rightly put it, if you don't have people that criticize you, know that you're in the wrong place. So I appreciate that, and I'm taking a lot of community. And I know that we are going to continue. We are forming a family from Boyo Talent Show. We've moved to Boyo Talent Guild. And I think we are trying to bring the artists together to see what we can do as a person to move forward. And I think as the national coordinator of that group.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
We are going to get into the project that we are talking about, the humanitarian project. We are going to get, we started discussing about that some days back when I had a live concert. When the artists came, we were talking about that. And with Dr. Victor, we spoke about if people support you and you cannot support the others, then there is no need for you to receive any support from anybody.
To him that much is given, much is expected. Mr. Williams, you are welcome to the program, sir. In fact, I have a lot of guests today. You are heartily welcome, sir.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, thank you. In fact, I don't know. Oh my God, what can I say about this? So, how are you doing today? Williams, in fact, where's him? Bring back William. Where's he going?
William is present. He's present.
Good. In fact, I need him. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm okay, bro. What's going on?
Oh, bro, I'm very happy to have you here. In fact, live in the studio, and everything is good. In fact, today is with we are with our great artist, my king, and he's been doing great. And with I don't know if you received this invitation. Maybe due to one or two things, it didn't reach you, but I'm happy that you have actually owned an invitation, and this is so great and this is so wonderful. So I really thank you for showing up in whatever way that I've shown up. You are heartily welcome. So actually, we are here to share in the vision of my king, which is about building, building a kind of academy, I would say, to train the younger generations, to inspire them to, be able to promote our culture and all that. And he has been doing a lot so far, just like Gwintv said there, that we need to promote people that promote others and people that do those things that we like, and not just those things that we like, things that are good in themselves, and we see what he's doing. So I think that is something so great, and I thank you. And I believe we are going to have more sessions like this and more events like this to promote our own, to support one another. And thank you so much. Know that your presence here is so encouraging to me and to my king and the community at large. So I thank you for that. Yeah. So with that said, on Zoom, I think we have Juan Tasso. I don't know if he's there. But let me see if he is available. He will say a word, and so we will be calling it quit very soon, in few minutes. In fact, we have taken longer than we expected, Mr. Mike. But thank you so much for this time.
Before we leave, we'll do one last song from home here, and then we'll separate in that way. And I just wish to say thank you. Thank you to Simon Yongo. Thank you to Emmanuel. Thank you to Mr. Clean. Thank you. A shout out to Gwintv. Actually, thumbs up, guys. We have just the truth. And I just hope that I will be in your program again. I think I'm the first artist to be invited to this program.
You are the first artist. Actually, you are the first artist to be invited to this program, and this is so wonderful.
It's an honor that I should be sitting in Cameroon and running a program in Minnesota. Then it's just the wonderful honor for me, and I just want to say, Mike, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thanks, dear friends that have joined. And I'm sure I don't know. You cannot imagine the joy that is in me. So, my brothers that have joined through Zoom and Facebook, in short, the exposure is just too big, and something I can never reach you in TV.
Actually, Mr. Mike, it's a privilege to have you here. It's a great privilege to have you, and also a privilege to have all those that have joined through Zoom and other means like Facebook and all that. We highly appreciate and we thank them for this. And one thing I would like everyone listening to know is that we are so grateful, and like I said earlier, we should know that the best is still to come, and in the days ahead we will have more programs like this, and I think it will be wonderful, and it's a great thing, to see young people having the passion to promote their culture, to hold on to those values that they were being inculcated, they were being taught when they were still kids. This is something great. Just like the Bible says, I should teach your kids in such a way that even when they grow up, they shall not forsake, those values. They shall hold on to them. So I think one of the reasons why we are what we are today is because of people like you, Mr. Mike. It's because of you were able to keep this, You've heard a man here testify about mom being, his teacher back in the primary school and all that. He always admire and all that. And you've heard so many people testifying. I know the number might not seem that big, but like I always said, it takes little things to make great things. When you take something little and make something great, you are marvelous. You understand? And when you build things out of nothing, that is good. That's why in philosophy there's something we say that the things that has been discovered are no more important, but the things that are still the truth that are still hidden are the ones that wise people go after, because those are the things that are important. We need to be creative. When you do create something new, it is great, but when you imitate what other has done, it is good. So we are actually just imitating what you have been doing, and we hope that by so doing we can be able to create something great. In fact, you've done great, and we highly appreciate you. And on behalf of myself and the GWIN and all those listening, we say thank you and keep up with what we are doing. Keep up with what you are doing. Thank you so much.
So,
yeah,
we go in for another short performance.
Right.
And in this particular song, I'm talking about people struggling. Yola, and then the kind of gossips that we get, that when somebody is struggling, a good number don't see. They only see success. And then at the end of the success, what become, you have the gossips, and then words of discouragement, and then slander and all that. So Yola simply means, as we know in Kong, when we used to fight and we used to quarrel, you find yourself saying Yola. My king, the very rare. Open wine transmission, the journey continues. When we have this song, don't want to see a more. When we have the chupet, don't want to see a more. When you follow, don't be deep, not the let you go, come on. You see them, the big soul, back together. You see, you need sorrow. That's the boy we give them the good sorrow. When you stand up, what do you do? When you start another success, let it walk. You are alive. Shut up, Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. That's a beautiful one, Mr. Mike, thank you so much. In fact, that is so wonderful. That is so wonderful, Yola. And this is what I said earlier, and this is what I'm talking about. Music, not just music, but music that has a message. This is so wonderful. When you are suffering, when you are struggling, when people don't talk, people make as though they're not saying, but once you've started making some success and all that, that is when a lot of things. And this is so wonderful. And this is like one of the things that I love so much about your songs is that they communicate. They relate with even the most common person and all that, especially. Like, in fact, like you say, going back to the roots where we are coming from, your songs actually reflect the culture and reflect everything where we come from. And that is something that it's so wonderful. Like, you've heard from many that when they listen to your songs, they feel that connectedness with home, and that is so great. So
thank you very much, Mike.
Yeah. So at this point, in fact, if you have a last word for all our listeners, I think you can go ahead. After that, we can call it quit for today. I am so happy.
What else can I say, Mike, rather than saying thank you? From the WhatsApp support team up to Come Kingdom Vibes, down to Noah Bong, Facebook fans, YouTube, all I say thank you very much. You get my contacts, you get my YouTube channel, just get there, like, subscribe, and share, and above all share and invite others to do so. What else can I say rather than a big
thank you so much, Mr. Mike.
That has been there for me, everybody back here at home. I'm here, they're running around, I'm looking at me. Surprised at what is Daddy doing in the parlor and dancing up and down. So it is just wonderful support from you people tonight. What can I say? I am humble. And then hoping that come July, you will get the vibes with the kids. Because some equipment has already been acquired thanks to your support.
Thank you.
All
thank you, Mr. Mike. We pray God to give us more opportunities like this, and I thank all the listeners, especially those that send in their support in one way or the other, both the moral and financial support. I thank you so much. I've received a couple for some. I know that even after this show, many will still be coming. Some people traveled yesterday and are still sleeping, and I know that by the time that they will get up and meet this, they will surely do something. And at the end of this, you will hear from me. Know that we are behind you. Know that we actually appreciate what you are doing, and keep on doing what you are doing. Like I always said, we will only get better. What we are doing now is just the little we can do, but know that this is just the beginning. Thank you, and have a wonderful day, sir.
Same to you, Mike. Thanks. God bless. Hope we'll meet again in the studio some other time. Just when we're working with the kids. I am thanks your friends, send the messages to them that Mike sends words of appreciation.
Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Thanks, listeners.
Rich man of the sleep, cause he want money. Cause saja, a jelly think that won't want to own no the sleep, cause he want money. Happiness, a day for happy, no before face, mama. Now what you got, hey. Now good jumbo, I tell you, jenga 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 jenga
lama jenga mwana jenga jeng saku be jeng mo atin jeng no nga che
Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday to everybody, all those of our fans on the YouTube and those our fans on the Facebook and those listening to us from Cameroon, America, Europe, and wherever you are listening or watching from. We thank you so much. We just finished with the program, My King. And we are having a special event, and it's so wonderful. I want to let you know that we appreciate all you've been doing, all the contributions and support you've sent in. He's so grateful. We are so grateful here at GWIN, and we thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to make this out and to make this happen. And we hope we will have more programs like this. Thanks everybody, wherever you are. Thank you all. I give a special thank you to Mr. William Swimo for sending in his contribution. A special thank you from Game Manuel, Ngong Lawrence, Juntam, Simon Nyongo, and all those that have sent in their support in one way or the other, and those that participated with their words of encouragement. We thank you so much, and we hope to have more events and avenues like this where we can share our talents and encourage one another. And as we are here at GWIN, we promote everything good. So if you have good ideas and that you would want us to share ideas that you would want GWIN to be part of, or any good idea that you think that can be of benefit to the community, please don't hesitate to reach us at the GWIN TV. You can search us on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. You will find us there, and you can send us your messages through our Facebook and our Facebook page, and we would respond to those messages with promptness. So never hesitate at any point in time. We appreciate everybody. GWIN TV is just about community building and bringing like-minded people together. GWIN TV is all about people of goodwill who have the heart and the passion for the things that can benefit humanity. So at any point, never you hesitate. We thank everybody. We thank you all for joining and sharing this particular Sunday with us. As we are signing off from this program, we wish you a great day, a great evening, a great night, wherever you are. We wish you a marvelous evening. Thank you all, and as you listen to good music from My King, our fellow artist, we wish you a great day and have a wonderful Sunday.
dinge Odinga dinga na wonga wodinga dinge Dinga jumo Lama dinga Wanda dinga Winding saku Dinga jumo Lama dinga Wanda dinga Winding saku Benjung mo Matin jung nonga
Wajan nang Big man, big trouble. Small man, small trouble. C'est ça qui a la vérité.
Tous les sont bien belés, you know it well. Which one of them is suffer from belly? You know getting where you want like the one you get. Happiness, never nothing. No people face in my head. Suffer from belly. You don't get where you want like the one you get. Happiness, never had a no people face in my agent to you more. The lama dinga, one dinga, Indian side, Benjing more, I think you
Until our hearts rest in Him, we can't have any peace.
Tout le monde qui a problème, y'a un appétit. Tout le monde chaque jour.